Patton, a phenomenal, one of the best movies ever made. George C. Scott, phenomenal. Even if he refused the Oscar, he won the Oscar. The movie, in fact, won 7, including the most important ones: Best Motion Picture, Best Actor. Producer took the trophy for George C. Scott, but had to take it back the next day because the actor refused. Said the reason for this, different from Marlon Brando, who had another reason for regarding Native American rights, something like that. So the reason being, he doesn't see himself in competition with other actors, so he doesn't recognize this idea. Very laudable, very worthy position. So outstanding, George C. Scott, outstanding as the maverick, impressive, formidable, efficient, but also loud-mouthed, sometimes uncontrollable, unpredictable, and with quite a few flaws, general, that had a competition with Monty, from the British side. And there's like very much the Soviets. With that, kudos. We love him here. This is a part of the world where the Soviets have brought communism. So that wasn't, still is very bad. We still see the consequences. Yours truly had lived for 25 years communism, and again we still see the effects. So best picture, best actor, best director, best screenplay, some technical awards also, art direction, I think. For solid, classic, wonderful film. War, Second World War. A dashing man with huge respect for history. He keeps quoting. Remember what? I'm misquoting now. It wasn't Wellington. I'm sure, but let's say Wellington. Courage, remember. Courage, courage, courage. Or when he is in Italy, he talks about when he enters, is it Palermo, the city of Palermo? He says that this is the most conquered city of Europe or something like that. In the ancient world, it was taken. Arabs have taken it, and now we're taking it. The Americans are taking it. So he loves to be the first. He, as I said, he's competing with Monty for that. When he gets an order, because the politics. Termină, mă, idiotule! He's giving me a heart attack, that's why. I'm sorry. He's supposed to be just a prop there. I mean, a good soldier. Otherwise, Patton. He takes a gun, by the way, which I will do if things go wrong. Not the way I want them. I'm trying to be the little Patton here. He takes a gun on a bridge because his troops are moving slowly, and kills, alas, 2 donkeys or horses. There's a man with a cart, and they move so slowly that they block the movement of the troops. So Patton takes his famous pistol with an ivory hold. He's asked by reporters, does it have pearls? That we hear it has pearls. No, that's stupid. I mean, who would put pearls on a? It's ivory. So he takes the gun and kills the two poor beasts. The men are throwing them over the bridge into the water, and then they advance. He has this way of, on the one hand, fixing things, even if that was upsetting. Animal rights people like yours truly who don't like that, but well, we have to put things in perspective and understand that maybe with his move he saved the lives of hundreds, thousands of men, maybe. Surely some, because it's a question of speed quite often. It's also a question of prestige and an obsession to be the first, and it's vain, it's Trump-like, if you will, at some instances. I mean, why push so much to be the first to enter a city? In opposition with him, we have General Bradley. Brad, as they call him, was in the beginning fighting under his command, under command of Patton. Then things would be reversed. And it's a question of the Aristotelian golden mean, I think, at times. Finding the balance, finding the middle way between extremes. As I remember an example I like, don't give your whole fortune, Aristotle says, and then live on the streets with your family and be a beggar. And on the other hand, don't be a miser and give nothing to the poor. Find a way to balance between these two extremes, which Patton should have found. Maybe it's easy from the armchair to say what the general of was it the Second Army or the Third Army of the U.S. Should do in the middle of a catastrophe. He has a penchant for war. In fact, the Germans have files on him, as today they keep surely the CIA files on. We've seen in movies, and surely it's true in real life. On the top echelons of their adversaries, the Chinese, the Russians. So the Germans have files on a file on Patton and an incident when he came out of his car in New York to interfere, maybe beat some young men because one of them pushed a girl in the car, and it turned out it was his girlfriend. He's more of a middle-aged commander. They say traditionalist, conservative. So it's difficult in the middle of the fire to do always the perfect thing. He has, though, some severe shortcomings. There's a man in the hospital. He's caring for those, and he's respectful, and he feels compassion for those who have been wounded. One doesn't see, another shot, but there's a man with what today would be called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. He's been shocked psychologically, and Patton doesn't get that. Doesn't he? Get out of here, you coward! I should shoot you. He has a fit of anger, and that's a rage. That's, some would understand that, but it's not. It's in the modern day and age where he doesn't belong, it seems. Such attitudes are unacceptable. I mean, psychological harm can be as serious or more than physical damage. So a complex character, a complex film, wonderful, one of the best movies ever made.